The city of Charleston basked in the golden glow of an early autumn morning. The streets were lined with oak trees, their leaves fluttering gently in the crisp breeze. Birds chirped softly, and the scent of freshly brewed coffee wafted from small cafes dotting the charming historic district. Among the quaint establishments was the Harbor Cafe, a cozy little spot tucked away between brick buildings, known only to locals and those who wandered off the beaten path. Inside, the aroma of cinnamon pastries and espresso mingled in the air as soft jazz hummed from an old jukebox in the corner. A man stepped through the entrance, his presence unassuming. He wore a checkered button-up shirt, a simple pair of jeans, and a baseball cap pulled low over his face. Elon Musk. There were no bodyguards, no entourage, no expensive suits, just a man looking for a moment of solitude. He scanned the room before settling at a corner table near the window. Sunlight streamed through, casting warm patterns on the wooden tabletop. As he leaned back, a young waitress approached, a friendly but tired smile gracing her lips. Emma Carter, a 24-year-old waitress juggling two jobs to support her family, stood beside his table, holding a notepad. Her hazel eyes reflected kindness, though exhaustion lingered beneath them. Emma, good morning, sir. What can I get for you today? Elon, just a black coffee and a slice of apple pie if you have it. Emma, we sure do. I'll bring that right out. As she walked away, Elon gazed out the window, watching pedestrians amble past. For a moment, he felt normal. No cameras, no press, no endless meetings. Just a quiet morning in an unfamiliar place. But peace is a fleeting thing. The soft hum of the cafe was shattered by the thunderous roar of motorcycle engines. The cafe's wooden door slammed open, making the small brass bell overhead jingle violently. A group of 5 men strode inside, their boots heavy against the hardwood floor. Dressed in leather jackets with tattoos crawling up their arms, they radiated an unmistakable air of menace. The leader, a towering man with a scar running down his jawline, smirked as he scanned the room. His gaze landed on Elon. Leader, Jason? Well, well, looks like we've got ourselves a loner enjoying a quiet little brunch. Elon didn't react. He calmly took another sip of coffee, his face unreadable. The rest of the cafe fell into a tense silence. Jason sauntered toward Elon's table, pulling out a chair without invitation. He picked up Elon's untouched slice of pie and examined it with amusement. Jason, what's a guy like you doing here, huh? Thought you rich types preferred penthouses and yachts. Elon finally met his gaze, his blue eyes steady. Elon, I was just having a quiet morning, until now. The subtle challenge in Elon's voice made Jason pause. The biker let out a slow chuckle before taking a bite of the pie, chewing deliberately. Jason, not bad, but maybe I should help myself to your coffee too. Emma, standing behind the counter, clenched her notepad. She knew trouble when she saw it. Her heart pounded, but something inside her refused to let this happen. Emma, sir, we don't allow customers to harass others here. If you're not here to order, I'll have to ask you to leave. The cafe fell into stunned silence. Jason slowly turned his head toward Emma, his expression shifting from amusement to irritation. The other bikers tensed, some cracking their knuckles. Jason, you got a lot of nerve, girl. A few customers looked away, pretending not to notice. Fear was thick in the air, but Emma stood her ground, despite the tremor in her hands. Elon, watching the scene unfold, set his cup down with a deliberate motion. Elon, she's right. You don't belong here. You should leave. Jason's smirk faltered. His temper flared, and he took a step closer to Emma. Just as he raised a hand, the shrill sound of police sirens cut through the air. 2 officers strode inside, their eyes locking onto the scene immediately. One of the bikers tried to resist and was swiftly handcuffed and let out. The rest, including Jason, were given a final warning before storming out, their departure leaving a heavy silence in their wake. Emma exhaled, gripping the edge of the counter. She had done the right thing, but at what cost? Minutes later, Mr. Hargrove, the cafe's owner, pulled Emma aside. His brow was furrowed in frustration. Mr. Hargrove, Emma, I know you meant well, but we can't afford this kind of trouble. Customers come here for peace, not drama. Emma swallowed hard, hurt flashing across her face. Emma, so I should have just let them intimidate him? Let them do whatever they wanted? Mr. Hargrove sighed, running a hand through his graying hair. M.R. Hargrove. Sometimes doing the right thing isn't good for business. The weight of his words settled on her chest. She had done what she believed was right, but instead of praise, she felt like she was being punished. By morning, Emma received the news she dreaded. She was fired. Tears welled in her eyes as she gathered her things. She stepped out of the cafe for the last time, the door shutting behind her with a finality that stung. But life has a way of balancing things. Just as she reached the sidewalk, a sleek black Tesla pulled up. The back window rolled down, revealing Elon Musk, now in a sharp suit, his expression unreadable. Elon. Emma. Get in. Her heart pounded. Was she in trouble? As she hesitantly stepped into the car, Elon turned to her, his voice steady and full of meaning. Elon. Yesterday, you did something most people wouldn't. You stood up for someone when it mattered. That's exactly the kind of person I want working with me. Emma's breath hitched. Was he saying what she thought he was saying? Elon, I'd like to offer you a job at SpaceX, where people like you, people with integrity, belong. Tears blurred Emma's vision. Yesterday, she had lost everything. Today, her life changed forever.